Alright, the bottom part of all 5 of these descriptions here are all the same. The only difference is right here it says part 1, and right here it says part 1, and it says this video has website ranking factors 1 and 2. Now for the second video it says, of course, part 2, this is part 2, and ranking factors 3 through 7. Simply describe to your viewers what that particular video is about. Just go back to your 5 open windows and add your 5 different descriptions in to each window. Now for your tags, same tags, just the 3 of them. Pop them in each window. Now go back to each one, and again you should have had a playlist, and use the same title, same description for this playlist. Add it to your playlist. That's 2. And it's the strength of these playlists, by the way, that give your videos strength. And the links pointing back to your website gives your website strength. There's all 5. And I go one step further. I add a custom thumbnail. It just makes it look more professional. And I've got part 1. Part 2. Part 3. Part 4. And lastly, but not leastly, is part 5. Now you can go back to each one and click Publish. Now I want you to go back to each video, open them up, and let them play through. And I've got a flash crash, so I'm going to have to restart this, and I'll see you then. But that's what I want you to do, is open up each one of these and let them play all the way through. Okay, again, this time we do something similar, but just a little bit different. I want you to go through each one and like them. Okay, now this time, don't share to Facebook, because one thing you don't want to do is bother your Facebook friends, and Facebook is just too important. But we can do it with Twitter. Tweet each one of them. And Google+. Search engine ranking factors part 1. Share. Now you should have an account at all of these places here, all of these little icons, because either these are all owned by or they have something to do with Google, or else they're very strong. So just go through each one by one. That you can, of course. Reddit only allows you to post so many messages so often. So anyway, what I'm going to do is go through each one of these, and I'll meet you back here when I'm done. Alright, I went through all 5 of those videos on YouTube. Now you really should have a Dailymotion account. If you don't, sign up for one. If you do have, sign in. And right here, you're going to find playlists. And at this particular point in time, it looks like they got rid of the feature that allowed us to create playlists. So just click on Upload a Video. Again, find your videos. And I'm looking for part 1. Open it. you find the channel. This would be tech. Description, same description as before. And tags, you've got to type them in one at a time with Dailymotion. And then if you have groups or playlists, you should certainly add it to one of them that fits what you're doing. This works for me. And click Save. And just upload the 5 videos to your Dailymotion channel, and that's it. You don't have to like or share or comment on these ones. So that's it for Dailymotion. When I come back, there's going to be a really cool step that we do on our actual blog. And that takes care of Dailymotion, and we're going to go back to the PowerPoint in a second just to recap. One thing I want you to do though on your blog post or your web page, right here you have a bunch of places to send out to, and this time what you're doing when you hit these, when you tweet, is you're giving a link to your blog, not just your YouTube video. So tweet it, and you can do this here too. One is a like and one is a share, so do both of them. Facebook, share it, and like it. Google Plus, LinkedIn, StumbleUpon, all of these places, and it's very important that you do this. So just give me a minute here and I'll be right back. Okay, you can see down here the tweets and the likes and the Google Pluses, the shares in LinkedIn and so on. The more of them you have, the better chance you have of getting to the first page of Google. And now over on our Widget widget, instead of everything looking like this, like it was a little while ago, you can actually see how these websites are connected. And having your website connected to the big boys, well, that's a very good thing. Let's just go back to the PowerPoint and quickly recap what we just did. Alright, let's do a recap on exactly what I did in this module and what the results are up to this point. I actually took a little bit of a break from this module and I added a few pages of content to the new website. So first, I want you to remember that what I'm showing you is a guide to the steps that I take with my videos, and I use these videos mostly for website SEO purposes. I used to use what I call the 5-5-5 rule. What that means is if you uploaded 5 videos to 5 video hosting sites for 5 straight days, your website would rank very well. Remember, the more the merrier. Sometimes it takes more videos, sometimes even a lot more, and sometimes less. I've only been uploading to 4 sites at this point in the case study. I've been using YouTube, Dailymotion, GVO, and Vimeo. And we need to be careful with Vimeo, because if a video comes across whatsoever as being salesy, they're going to suspend our account, and Vimeo is an awesome video hosting site. Our videos need to be educational, not salesy. Again, remember, the more the merrier, and this is a guide to what I do. Right now I'm looking around for an auto uploader to do this work, and this piece of software for a good one runs $150 a month. I am looking at one right now that's a little bit cheaper than that, and if it works out, details will be included in future updates. It's best to use professional tools for online success, especially when it comes to search engine optimization. There are actually hundreds of good video hosting websites online, and if we use 25 of the best ones and we upload the right type of videos, no one will be able to compete with us. If what I just showed you is done to the letter, people will favorite your tweets, they'll be retweeting your tweets, and they'll be subscribing to your Twitter and YouTube channels. What will this mean for your online presence, and especially for your website? Well, you've heard that saying, chicks dig it. Well, the search engines really dig it when people do this. This screenshot is from the day I started this, and it was April 3rd. The Alexa ranking on this new website was just a little over 3 million, and there were only 3 inbound links from what I call the spy sites. Well, today is April the 9th. The Alexa is just a little bit over 2.2 million, and the site has 9 inbound links. That means that this brand new website overpowered almost 1 million websites within 6 days. What backlinks did I get? It's mostly the video hosting sites that did this. There's 2 links coming in from Dailymotion, and there's 3 from GVO. Of course, there's the 3 spy sites on the right, and there's your Google Plus profile. And that is why I use these websites. I don't spend any money that's not necessary. See where my website traffic has came from over the past few hours? Mostly social sites. And as long as people spend a few minutes on the website, and they will because of what I left them there, the search engines will take notice of this, and they're going to start sending traffic this way too. Doesn't matter how old the site is if you do your job right. So that's it for the video training module for how to be first on Google version 3.0. I hope this training has helped you a little bit, and I'm looking forward to future updates.